to me, it all made sense a long time ago. How good Punk was, Brian, AJ, Joe, what Nigel, like these. I mean, there's just been so much talent in wrestling, and I've just been like lucky to be around it. It kind of makes me a prick when people try and showboat some, some wrestling that just kind of doesn't, in my book, just doesn't cut it. It's not above the board. It's just like, Punk was awesome. I mean, he was super cool. Cabana was great. He was fun. They would, lightheartedly pick on me. Punk was always trying to think of something new. I remember him body slamming me off the top rope and then putting an Anaconda Vice on me, and then I threw up maybe under the ring after it. I definitely threw up. The Anaconda Vice was basically real. Like, I didn't resist at all. And boy, oh boy, did he just squeeze me. So Roddy was just like, hey, and he had a very high standard. And Jack Evans is the best pro wrestler that's ever existed. I mean, fight me on it. I mean, he's unique, induplicable. He's incredible on the mic. He's sharp-witted. He can, wherever he goes, he adapts and becomes he is just. And so Roddy, Jack, Austin Aries, who's this guy that I looked up to for my whole, when I was a young kid breaking into IWA Mid-South, he was sort of like, big tough guy walking through the locker room. It was just like being a part of a group of guys that I was just like, okay, like this is where I've leveled up. It's time to I'm gonna really have to shine. Fight. Well, I'm gonna have to fight to keep up. No, I'm gonna have to fight to shine. We'd watch these Dragon Gate matches, and they were mind blowing. Like the one that won the Meltzer 5 Stars in 2005, I think, or whatever. Like, this was the wrestling that I would see, and people would say, "Oh, they can't do that every day." Well, I went there, and we wrestled 5 days a week, and we did it every day. It's easy when that's all you do. When you eat, sleep, breathe, live it. Like, that bump's easy. That stuff, it's pure technique and hard work. And you get smashed around, but guess what? When I left Dragon Gate, I was made out of cement. Like cement. You could chop me, I wouldn't turn red. I mean, I got my ass kicked all the time. But and when those matches ended, you were done. Like, I came back from Japan the first time, and I said, well, when the match ends, it's really over. Because you're not going to get up from that. Like, it's over. Like, you better be at exhaustion. Because what they do, there's some theories about, why are you moving fast at the end? Because that's the most important part, is it's that your final dig, your final plot. So in my matches, I want to be alive, and I want to be in that moment at the end, and then get murdered or get killed by these guys, and then go until there's nothing left, and then stay down. That was sort of how these matches felt to me, and it's just I kept learning how to wrestle because you didn't have to speak the language. We just spoke wrestling, and man, was this guy's good.